That means Scott Goodman will tee it up. Josh Jacobs and Brian Robinson await on the other end. At the goal line, slipping a little bit is Josh Jacobs, but he brings it out. Trying to get to the edge, and did. And he's got a nice return. He got past the 25. Not quite sure we're going to mark him out of bounds. Damian Harris behind him in the tied backfield. And he'll get the carry. And he blasts his way to a first down and a bunch more. And with that carry, he just passed Johnny Musso on the all-time rushing list.
Nice name to pass.
3 wideouts to the top. And it's Harris again. And did the ball come out at the end? I think it might have. Officials haven't signaled yet.
Can't tell from that one. I thought the other one, though, you could tell the other look we had. I thought the ball was coming loose before his name. Take a look at this one. Does the ball come loose?
I think it is. You're right.
Yes, I do. Very surprised we didn't get a full-time replay on that.
Josh Jacobs comes in now, and he's in the Wildcat. Straight ahead. First down, and then some big collision at about the 38. First down, Alabama.
That's what jumps out at me.
Harris back in there as Jacobs went out after the first down run. In the shadows just inside the 38-yard line. And it's Damian Harris. And boy, right now the ground game is really churning it out. So far it's been Mississippi State's defense giving. But they also got a little bit of a gift, I think, on that Harris fumble. And here's Damian on the carry for the first down. Now first down, a play action. Tagovailoa loads, fires to the end zone. Got Irv Smith. He's out at the 1-foot line.
This was pretty good zone coverage on the play, and Tua, of course, put it in those 3 yards.
And now it's Damian Harris for the walk-in touchdown, Alabama. So there's another opening drive touchdown. Their 9th in 10 games this year. Second down and 9. Kylan Hill in the backfield with Fitzgerald. Nick's going to throw and fires, complete. Just a little bit short of the first down, I think. See where they mark it. Got it to Osiris Mitchell. This should be Kylan Hill dropped for a loss. Isaiah Buggs, and that just ruined what was a 3rd and very short yardage for Mississippi State.
Montez Sweat is another one of those front 4 for Mississippi State that has to be accounted for on every play.
Here's the throw out in the flats to Irv Smith again. And Smith down the sideline. He's almost got wide receiver speed, and he showed it there. Errol Thompson knocked him out of bounds. Here comes a blitz. Tagovailoa, a little dance, and then the throw to the sideline to Waddle. First down.
They always know where he's going to be. He's always to the wide side of the field.
Josh Jacobs, first down. And that wasn't by far. He's 5 out of 6 for 67 yards. Najee Harris, who ran strong a week ago. This is a pretty good one as well, down to the 25. A couple yards shy of the first down. Jacobs, first down. Needed 2, and he got 3. First down at the 22. Blitz coming off the corner. Tagovailoa pulls it out. Scrambles around. He's going to run again. And he's going to be at the first down marker. He's got it. Well, maybe just a little bit shy. He admitted to Gary what Gary said on the air last week. I was looking for a place to slide.
The whole time.
Nobody came in there. I had to score.
He was turning his head from side to side. He couldn't see anybody.
Josh Jacobs on the edge. Ooh, big collision. The end of the play with Mark McLaurin, the #1 tackler at safety. 7 opponents have scored less than 14 points against him. Alabama is a yard away from having 14 in the first 13 minutes. Jacobs, little juke. Touchdown, Alabama. Play fake. Fitzgerald in trouble. He's going to go down. Johnny Dwight.
And it puts blood in the water for this defensive line, too, for
no
Alabama.
doubt about it. Here they come again. Fitzgerald in trouble again. Going down again. And it's Q. Quinn Williams. Final play of the quarter. Tagovailoa scrambles around. No place to hide. And he's going to get sacked. And that doesn't happen very often. That's only the 7th sack given up by Alabama this year. Tagovailoa, throwback screen. Wide receiver screen, Jerry Jeudy. Jeudy avoids some tacklers and looks like he's got a first down.
Zone look all the time.
There's the throw in the flat to Jeudy. Look at that speed. He can accelerate so quickly. It looked like those two guys had an angle to make a tackle, and he just put it in 7th gear.
We were talking to Nick Saban about it, and he said, you know, I changed a few years back, and we picked out the play, didn't we?
He changes with the times and just keeps winning titles. And here's Josh Jacobs for another first down. Darrell Shavers joins the wideout group. He's to the top of the screen, but the give is inside to Jacobs.
Look at that speed off the edge by Montez Sweat.
Yeah. Holy
cow. Yeah, and what is it, 31 to 6 plays here? Only 6 plays.
Yep, 2 3 and outs. Here is the punt. They let it go. Alabama's great at this. They wait on the 1-foot line. Surtain, perfect. And this isn't a good spot either, because there's 6 more yards they're going to have to make up against that Alabama defense. Well, they got some breathing room. Harris Williams, good run. So 2nd down and 3. Williams again trying to get to the edge. The stiff arm, the spin move, he got there. First down. So that's their first down. 3rd down and 3. He moves Williams to the other side and then dropped the snap. And so much for that drive.
Yeah, he was not expecting the snap.
Oh, I think he might have wanted to, and now he will. Going long, jump ball out there, incomplete.
Yeah, they wanted to go deep, no doubt about it.
Flag down, Waddle, the intended receiver.
He was a difference maker when they inserted him into the lineup. That made this offensive line complete.
There's a corner blitz. They throw it over the top. Jeudy, whoa, wow.
He's crazy.
Come on.
He's crazy.
And it wasn't even a first down, 3rd and 1. And Harris, close. I don't know if he got it. I think he's short.
Offside. Defense number 43.
And that gives him the first down.
Neutral zone. The 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
Fletcher Adams jumped in offside. First down at the 34. Najee Harris bounces it outside. Almost tripped up. And then finally Peters pushes him out of bounds, but a good run. Damon Harris back in behind Tua Tagovailoa. And the ball is out. Mississippi State's got it. Bad exchange between Tua and Damian Harris. And the Bulldogs come up with a turnover.
And they needed it. Now let's see if this Bulldog offense can take advantage of it and make it a game.
2nd down and 9. Hill, flea flicker back to Fitzgerald. Look out from behind, and down he goes. Christian Miller and LeBron Ray combine on the sack.
But the timing was not there, and that's he's been hitting those like taking candy from a baby.
Here comes a blitz on 3rd and 10. He spins and goes down. Nice blitz. Good job by the defense. Willie Gay and Montez Sweat are there. He's got over 20 sacks in the last 2 years. Forces a punt.
But you know, Ness, as we watch it, oh, it drops the punt.
Edward Thomas.
Jeez.
Alabama's got it.
You work so hard to get ball back, and you give it back to Alabama.
Play fake. Tagovailoa. First down to Irv Smith. Looked like they were going to get to him again, and he just hung in there and rips one to number 82. 200 yards plus now in offense for Alabama. Tagovailoa flares it out to Jacobs on the run. Jacobs, touchdown, Alabama. 14 yards. Kylan Hill with him in the backfield. He's going to pitch it to him. And Hill broke one tackle and made something out of nothing, and he's still running with it down the sideline. I don't know how he came out of that pile, but a big run for Kylan Hill. For the Bulldog offense, let's see if they can keep it rolling and get points here in the final 2.5 of the half. Fitzgerald, he's going to go down for a loss. Anthony Jennings didn't miss that tackle. Second down at 12. Fitzgerald wants to throw. Does. Down the middle and got it complete. Harris Williams, and it's a first down inside the 15. Fitzgerald out in the flat, has got a man, and this should be a touchdown. Did he get there?
During the run, blocking the back. Offense number 2.
Doesn't matter. Oh, no way.
He did not even touch him.
And that's a touchdown, too.
It is. Holy cow.
Fitzgerald with the snap. Has time to the end zone. Touchdown. Justin Johnson.
I think they're going to get a delay of game.
Prior to the snap, we had a delay of game on the offense.
Here comes everybody. Fitzgerald not going to get away. The blitz came. Jared Maiden from the secondary, and it's 4th down. Jace Christman is in to try a 41-yard field goal to get something on the board for the Bulldogs. And it's wide left. Can you have 4 worst plays in a row? I'm not sure. 3rd down and 7. Blitz coming. Down the middle on the throw, and it's a good one. Complete out near midfield. And it's Farrod Green, the tight end, with a first down. Hill hit immediately when he got the handoff.
You know,
and it's the Q-inator.
Oh my gosh! He's so impressive last year. Remember, he went into that national championship game and played left tackle as a true freshman in that championship game against Georgia. That's the smarts, being able to play 2 positions.
Tagovailoa scrambles and throws on the run. Got it to Waddle. Waddle with a couple of moves, trying to do his imitation of Jerry Jeudy. Does a pretty good job of it. Waddle got 9 on the reception. 2nd down and 1. And the quick throw on the slant is Jeudy. That one was right on the money in a hurry on short yardage. The Citadel and the Iron Bowl are left on the schedule before that trip to Atlanta. Blitz coming. And Tua is going down. Great job off the corner by Willie Gay, the outside linebacker. Now he stands in the gun on 3rd down and 19. The quick drop, the fire down the middle, and it's intercepted by the same guy.
Wow.
Willie Gay, back-to-back big plays for the Bulldogs.
You know, interestingly, when he stepped into that throw, it was low.
2nd down and 6. Fitzgerald, extra man coming, and it's going to pay off for the Tide. Down he goes. Dylan Moses. Mac Wilson, everybody was coming, it seemed like, from the linebacking core. Big action in the Big Ten. Here in the SEC West, Tua Tagovailoa throws wide side, completes it to Devontae Smith, and he's got 1st down.
Yeah, and that defense, and again, a zone blitz by Mississippi State.
Jeudy in motion in tight on the right-hand side as Tagovailoa throws back the other way to Smith. And Herb trying to stretch it out. Boy, got it within a yard. 3rd and 3. Fitzgerald rolling. Will he tuck it? He will. Slides for the 1st down. Well, wait a minute. Maybe he didn't get the 1st down. 2nd down and 9. All 3 wideouts to the top of the screen. Tagovailoa loads, reloads, and goes down. I think his arm was going forward, but at any rate, it's picked up by Devontae Smith. And we'll wait and see whether or not that was considered a fumble, a forward pass, It was a one-hopper to Devontae Smith either way.
But in this case, since Alabama recovered it, they want an incomplete pass.
And they recovered about 10 yards downfield, so it would be a first down. It looks like he's trying to throw through the arm of Green.
After further review, it was ruled an incomplete pass.
And here they come. And Damian didn't hit him enough.
Wow.
What a great rush again. Jonathan Abram from the secondary, Dantzler from the secondary, and two is slow to get up again.
That's a veteran play.
And he took a shot right on the knee, Gary.
Yes, he did.
Nick Fitzgerald, can they get something going on offense? Fitzgerald, plenty of time, just lofts one, and he got his man. Dedrick Thomas, he put some air under it because Thomas was so open he didn't want to miss it.
All the way into the second corner of the Tennessee game.
And now another miscommunication, or he wasn't ready for the snap, and so they pick up 20 and then they lose 5.
You know what's crazy? It doesn't feel that loud. Alabama has 6 defensive backs on the field. Let's see if they come at him again. They do.
They will. Fitzgerald has time. Batted down as he tried to go over the middle, and Alabama takes over on downs.
You can almost read it beforehand.
So he might be done for the day. We'll wait and see. Meanwhile, redshirt freshman out of Jacksonville, Mac Jones, retreating, trying to throw a middle screen and actually lost yardage on it. Nice job by the Bulldog defense again. As Elton Jenkins gets over the ball at the 25-yard line, Fitzgerald in the gun, wanting to throw. No quarterback draw. Straight up the middle. Best run of the day by Nick Fitzgerald. It's a first down before Mac Wilson gets him, but a pickup of 11. Yeah, no doubt. Remember, it was in the 40s when we started, and it's probably still in the 40s, but in the low 40s, if that. Fitzgerald and the keeper, and Raekwon Davis, the big fella.
And by the way, where he comes from, it never gets in the 40s.
No. Low snap again. Fitzgerald trying to deliver it to the tight end, and it's incomplete. Knocked out of there by Dylan Moses. You saw Jalen with a helmet on now on the sideline. But guys like this can chew up clock. Damian Harris, big run. Nick Saban told him just take that off and rest that ankle.
Well, for Jalen, his game is his legs. He's got to get healthy.
And they want him healthy for the Iron Bowl or the SEC title game and whatever might come after that. Bulldogs going to try a field goal. This will be fairly long for him. His longest so far this year is 47. This is from 49. Got it. That'll be a happy kicker. He doesn't get many chances from that far out. That's a career long. Third down in the yard. And again, Fitzgerald all alone in the backfield. He's got a long way to run to try to get to the 30. Can he make it? I don't think so. 6-yard head start, but not enough to get the first down, but it is 4th and short.
And then they figured it out.
I'll give credit to Bob Shoop, the defensive coordinator, for the job they've done. He's got some talent to work with for sure, but and at that just then they gave up a run to Josh Jacobs. It looks like it might net a first down. It will. But it seems like every run they need is just enough to move the sticks, and now they go back to Jacobs the other way. And this one's going to be great. 9-yard run.
I remember I really loved it. He was in college.
He's still going. I'm sorry. It ended up being a 12-yard run. Didn't mean to interrupt your partner.
No problem.
Third down at 2, and I would expect number 8's going to get it again. And there he goes, Josh Jacobs to the 10. Meanwhile, on the field, it's 4th and goal.
A lot of pride on this last play. Let's see what happens.
Damian Harris scored the first touchdown of the day, and he's not going to get the second. And as you said, prideful defensive group stops him short. And this one's going nowhere, and wrapped up Johnny Dwight, who's had a good game in his defensive end spot. It's going to be back-to-back shutouts unless something amazing happens in the last 10 seconds here. And the last run of the game by Harris Williams, and tying a school record from the 71 to 74 seasons. This is 24 straight wins in a row at home, and they win it, ironically, 24-0. The Tide, a perfect 10 again. And this is 11 straight years with 10 wins or more in a single season. And of course, the season is far from over for the #1 team in the country.